Yo, what up, it's Don.
Samuel here.
We are the Soul Brawlers.
Soul Brawlers.
We're the Soul Brawlers. We're the Soul Brawlers.
Soul Brawlers.
If we were like into like boxing.
Yes.
Anyways,
into shoes, I guess, right?
Yeah, we're into basketball shoes, however, so we're the Soul Brothers.
Yes.
And shoes in general, but this is a budget battle.
So
to the death.
Yeah. So I played in both of these. They're both on the cheaper side. Very, very cheap. $110 for the Fly Lockdown, and then $80 for the Kyrie Flytrap. And
these are certified budget.
Yes, and in my opinion, and what I've tried, I haven't tried, of course, all of the budget models that are available, but I've tried a lot of them. And these two are the top two, and in my opinion, and they're very, very good performers, very good price. So I decided to do a versus video for you guys, see which one's better. Donny Boy played in one. These are so nice. I got another pair.
Yeah.
You know, it is scum, but it's not because.
Yeah, I was tripping on that.
Yeah.
A lot of the pairs, like the all black pair, has like a green bottom.
Yeah, and the translucent isn't even translucent.
Yeah.
It's translucent on the side, and then it has a solid out, which is good because, you know, translucent usually isn't as good as solid.
Yeah.
Not that it is, but usually. Mm-hmm. So, but anyways, a shout out to the designer of the Kyrie Flytraps, by the way. Yeah, I think its IG handle is transfer.studio. I'll just put it up here. I don't really remember the IG handle, but he was like, he was talking to us and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Who was?
The actual designer of this.
Of this shoe?
Of this shoe.
Really?
He works for Nike. Or he worked for Nike.
I think it's a catfish.
No, I don't think so. But if you guys want to cop either of these shoes, we'll leave a link in the description box below. Anyways, alright, so let's get straight into the traction. So the Fly Lockdown, they both start with Fly, so that's weird. But the Fly Lockdown has a circular herringbone type of traction pattern, and it bites. It's a really, really good bite. Not the craziest stopping power though. I would say it's a little bit, it's not as hard as maybe like the Kyrie Flytraps or the D-Rose 7 or Kyrie 2s, but it's still really nice. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it's like not, a really, really crazy bite. It's still a good bite though. Dust, I would say it's around the same. Outdoor use, I would say the Flytrap is a little bit better, and also has the outsole curvature, so we're gonna give the win to the Flytraps. The Fly Lockdown is still really nice, but the Flytraps are really, really good. So there you go. Moving on to the cushion, they're both full-length Phylon midsoles. It's a really cool thing that Nike's been doing with their Phylon midsoles, but actually feels really soft, right?
Yeah, it's weird. Like the Phylon we're used to is kind of garbage, super stiff, feels just like rubber. But this I've tested, so I know is just has a little bounce, even a little compression, which is nice.
Exactly.
It's just a little softer. I mean, you could have told me it was lunar long almost, and I would have been like, huh.
It's
you could have fooled me.
But yeah. But the Fly Lockdown, I would say, is a little bit softer of a midsole. Just a tiny bit softer, and also has a forefoot zoom unit that I can really feel. Slightly bouncy, impact protection is really good, and then heel to toe transition is also very smooth. And once you hit that, forefoot zoom unit with your forefoot, it just feels super nice. Not too bouncy, just how I like it. So, Fly Lockdown is really nice. The Flytrap, on the other hand,
yeah, it's pretty minimal. It's just that Phylon you're gonna feel. You're not gonna feel this bottom-loaded zoom unit in the forefoot really at all. But it's still not bad. Super responsive. But I don't know, which one did you like better?
Yeah, the Lockdown is just nicer for me. Even if you're a guard and you want total response, this is a really good option. And if you're a bigger dude and you want impact protection or whatever, then this is also a really nice option. So Fly Lockdown for the winning cushion. Moving on to the materials, the Fly Lockdown has a woven type of material. It reminds me of the J Crossover 3, where it has that ballistic nylon type of material. And it doesn't feel as premium as the JC3s, but it still feels nice. And in hand, it's soft, and on foot, very, very soft, very pliable, conforms to your foot really well, but also very supportive, doesn't really stretch at all. So materials are super nice in this. The Flytraps.
Yeah, these aren't bad either, especially for the price. I mean, they got this. What are they calling this? Just a textile?
Yeah, I feel like it's some type of mesh or something
textile,
like that. Yeah.
Whatever the case is, it's very thin. It doesn't feel like it's the most premium material, But they do add this kind of plastic ink. I forget what they're calling it.
Yeah.
On the lateral side for durability and support.
Yes.
It is a burrito fit. You got some real cheap leather on the tongue.
Yeah.
All in all, it's not too bad for an upper.
Yeah. Feel this. The Flytrap is. I mean, the Fly Lockdown is a little bit thicker. It feels a little bit puffier. But you know, I mean, also in hand it feels a little bit nicer. But on foot, they both feel super soft, conforms to your foot, and they both get the job done on foot. So performance wise, I'm gonna tie it up, but just how it feels in hand, I'll say the Fly Lockdown feels a little bit nicer.
Right.
So there's that.
Fit.
I went down half the size for both of them. The Flytraps run long, and Jordan shoes, I have to go half size down for all my Jordans now. I don't know why, but all of their shoes have been running long.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, width wise, they're both narrow, so watch out if you're a wide footer. I would say the Fly Lockdown is a little bit tighter in the toe box. It worried me at first, but it does stretch out just a little bit. So if it's a little tight, you should be fine. But if it's too tight, then you should probably just return it or whatever. But other than that, yeah, I would tie up the fit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to support lockdown.
Support and lockdown, very, very good. You know, of course, they're not highs at all, so you're not really going to feel anything on your ankle, but I didn't really have any stability issues or any rolling over or anything in the rolling motion in the ankle or anything like that. So stability was good. I was not sliding out of the footbed, so lateral containment is really good and no heel slippage or anything like that. So I give it a tie in both lockdown and support in both of the shoes. Then moving on to weight, the Flytraps are probably lighter, right? How
I would think.
Yeah, how light are those? Like 10? 10.44 and 11.85. So 1.4 ounces heavier. The Fly Lockdown is a little bit heavier. What feels lighter? I would say the Flytraps feel a little bit lighter just because the materials aren't as puffy and as thick. It feels a lot thinner, but other than that, yeah. Moving on to durability, I would say they're both good, right? I haven't had any issues in either of the shoes, so I tied it there. Maybe just the rubber outsole on the Fly Lockdown, it would be a little bit worse, but they're both good. Moving on to aesthetics, of course, the Flytraps, they look super dope, especially in this colorway.
The only problem with these is they don't have a spoiler.
Oh yeah, they don't have the spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Flytraps are pretty dope looking.
Yes. All right, wrapping things up. $110 for the Lockdown, and then the Flytraps are $80. $30 is actually it's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Just performance wise, what performs better? What
Without
do I like?
price considered.
Exactly. I would say the Fly Lockdown.
Ooh.
These are really, really nice. Traction, but they're both really good. Cushion is better in this. And the upper and fit and all that were both really, really good for me. So just on that cushion, I would say the Lockdown is a little bit better of a performer. But, you know, $30 is a lot. So if you want to save money...
Price and aesthetics.
Oh, price and aesthetics, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you like Kyrie, of course.
And if you like Kyrie.
Yeah, these don't look as nice as the Flytraps, but...
You have more choices in colorways. There's some pretty dope colorways of this as well.
There's a Ferrari. The Ferrari colorway came out in this. It looks super dope.
Really?
Yeah, but... Other than that, yeah, there's only 2 colorways out in the US for this.
Right.
So, you know, they're both really good performers. I would say that Lockdown is a little bit better of a performer, but it doesn't justify the price.
Mm-hmm.
So, considering price, I would say just go with the Flytraps, but if you want the better performer, go with the Lockdown. So, anyways, that's it. These are my 2 favorite budget performers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys want to cop either of these shoes, the link will be down in the description box below. But anyways, hope you helped you guys out, and we'll see you guys next one.
Later.